One of the biggest questions many of you have regarding the League of Legends MMO, made by Riot Games and set in the world of Runeterra, is when do we get to play it? And while I don't have that information quite yet, I think I may be able to tell you when in the timeline, at least, the game will be set. Thanks to my amazing Discord community and my community member by the name of Heart, we were able to track down a very interesting tweet from Ghostcrawler regarding the Riot MMO and its setting and when exactly it would be set in the timeline. Also, while we're on the topic, I do want to remind you all to follow me elsewhere, whether it's Twitter, our amazing Discord, or even TikTok. If you are not already, hit that subscribe button if you enjoy MMO gaming content, especially when it comes to the Riot Games MMO. So let's talk about it. Last time I covered a very specific question posed about the champions, where Greg replied saying that the champions will appear in the MMO, as they are the cornerstone of the IP really. He was further asked by the user Sharkness if the game would be set in present day, as it was the only time that the majority of the champions are really all alive. Now, before you burn me at the stake, yes, I realize that a large portion of the champions date back even further, as far back in time as the beginning of time really. I just finished my entire Runeterra history series, so I'm pretty fresh on the history. That said, it is still true that many of the champions we know and love are simply mortals and alive in the current timeline, which for those of you unaware is widely accepted to be the year 997 AN or after Noxus. But I digress. Greg responded to this tweet saying, "We debated going back in time because that gives you a clean slate to play with, e.g. the Old Republic. But we think players would be disappointed if they can't encounter Ezreal or Graves or Nadali. The champions are a big part of our IP. We can't lean on Jedi and lightsabers," obviously referring to the Old Republic again. Basically, he all but confirmed that the MMO is going to be set in modern day of Runeterra. And that's it, the end. Except not. As you all know, I am very big-brained and I also love to overthink things and draw conclusions. There are a few things we can make a giant leap to from this statement. Greg chose 3 very interesting champions to use in this example. Ezreal, a magic-born Piltovan adventurer, born in the year 976. So Ezreal is 21 years old currently. He obviously wouldn't be around if we went back in time all that much. Then we have Graves, somewhere between 36 and 41 years old, an outlaw prospering in the turmoil of Bilgewater's criminal underbelly. Now, this could potentially be leaking Bilgewater being in the release of the MMO, which is great news. It's a very important place and I think one of the most interesting places to explore. And now for, in my opinion, the most interesting one, we have Nadali, the queen of the Shuriman jungle, a human with distant Vestayan ancestry. There's a lot of information that could be pulled from just that sentence alone. She comes from Ishtal, which is kind of a hidden away region in this giant, massive Shuriman jungle that would be a lot of fun to explore and I think would potentially lead to a very similar experience to Stranglethorn Vale from World of Warcraft or something like that, but even more massive. It's a huge area that I think will be a lot of fun to explore, and also Vestayan ancestry in her distant past could be proof that there's Vestayan. That we're going to get to play and play as. Obviously, it's a big part of the Runeterra world, so there was a lot of information we could potentially deduce from these champions, but I'll leave it at that, as I think going too much further is potentially just grasping at straws at this point. But really, I'm mostly just curious what you think. Make sure you leave your comments down below, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.